Hello, my dear friend. When the sunset gently fades and the noisy clamor of the outside world begins to settle, it is a signal that a long day is gently letting go. Can you feel it? The space around you is deepening, slowing down, inviting stillness to take the throne. For many, the evening is simply the end of work, but under the gaze of awakening, the evening is a sacred threshold. It is the most precious moment for us to take off the dusty shoes of the world, to shed the tiring social roles, and to truly return to our authentic home, the home of the inner self. In the wisdom of Buddhism, contemplation at the end of the day is not to judge right or wrong, but a soothing medicine for anxious hearts. It helps us wash away emotional dust so that sleep becomes pure and complete. Right at this moment, I invite you to allow yourself to stop completely. Choose a comfortable seat, relax your shoulders, gently close your eyes, and take a deep breath. Let this evening become a gentle healing journey, guiding you from surface agitations back to the deep ocean of peace within your soul. Reminder 1. Today is complete. My dear friend, when we lay our heads on the pillow, our minds often have a habit of racing with unfinished business. We carry anxieties about incomplete work, words spoken that we cannot take back, or regrets about what we could have done better. We try to cling to today, refusing to let it pass. But that very clinging is the wall preventing you from reaching a peaceful sleep. Take a deep breath and whisper this affirmation to yourself. Today is complete. Complete here does not mean everything was perfect or brilliantly successful. Complete means the cycle of time has closed. The sun has set, darkness has covered the land, and what belongs to today has fulfilled its mission. No matter how much you worry, you cannot turn back the clock to change anything that has happened. In the philosophy of enlightened masters, each sleep is likened to a little death. It is the time we practice letting go of the self completely, letting go of the ego and the stories of today to be reborn fresh the next morning. If you do not agree to die to old troubles, how can you live again radiantly tomorrow? To help the mind let go, I invite you to practice this visualization. Imagine you are gathering all the events of the day, from joys to sorrows, successes to failures. Gently place them all into a beautiful memory box. Then slowly close the lid. You hear a soft click as the lid locks tight. Now use your mind to place that box on a high shelf in your mind. Let it rest there. It has become the past. When you accept creating a package of today, your shoulders will lighten. You no longer have to strain to carry the weight of time. Trust that tomorrow will bring new opportunities for you to resolve what is left unfinished. But for now, this moment is for rest. When you dare to let go, peace will automatically find its way back to you. Reminder 2. I am grateful for the gifts of today. After having cleared the mind of the remnants of the past, it is time to fill that space with a sweeter and warmer source of energy. That is the energy of gratitude. My dear friend, the human mind often has a negative habit of easily engraving unpleasant things, yet inadvertently skimming over thousands of small blessings we are enjoying. We often lie down with a sense of lack, thinking about what we do not have, what we have lost. That very sense of lack is the deep root of insecurity. But tonight, try changing your perspective. Look back at your day like someone picking up forgotten gems. Recall the most ordinary moments. It could be the delicious taste of the evening meal, a warm ray of sunlight piercing through the leaves, or the smile of a stranger you accidentally met. Things that seem obvious are actually miracles. Expand your gratitude even further. Be grateful not only to people but also to this vast universe that has silently nourished you. Thank the solid earth that has supported your every step. Thank the cool water that has purified your body. And thank the infinite atmosphere you are breathing. In this stillness, combine gratitude with your breath. When inhaling, be aware that you are receiving a gift of life, a blessing not everyone has. When exhaling, send out your sincerest thanks. Whisper in your mind, each inhale is a blessing, each exhale is a thanksgiving. When you are grateful for what you have, you will find yourself infinitely wealthy. Anxiety about tomorrow will vanish, giving way to the peace present right in this moment. You have enough, and you are loved. Reminder 3. I forgive myself and others. After filling our hearts with gratitude, we need to perform a deeper cleansing step, detoxifying the heart through forgiveness. My dear friend, perhaps today, or in days past, there were things that hurt you, people who displeased you, and the natural reaction is to hold tight to that anger in our hearts when we go to sleep. But the Buddha gave a classic teaching. Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned first. Tonight, put that coal down. Do not let it burn your precious sleep. And the first person you need to forgive is none other than yourself. We are often the harshest judges of ourselves. Place your hand on your heart and whisper, I forgive myself. Forgive myself for the times I was not strong enough. Forgive myself for clumsy words. Forgive myself for unfulfilled desires. Understand that at that time, with that understanding, you did the best you could. You deserve to be light at heart. Next, extend that compassion to those who have hurt you. Forgiveness here does not mean you agree with their wrongdoings, nor does it mean wiping away all memories. Forgiveness is an act of wisdom to cut the cord of suffering that binds you to them. Keep this liberating mantra in mind. I forgive you, not because you deserve forgiveness, but because I deserve peace. When you arise the thought of forgiveness, you are setting yourself free. You are no longer a victim of the past. Your heart is washed clean of resentment, becoming light and clear. That is the golden key to opening the door to a peaceful, dreamless sleep. Reminder 4. I have practiced to the best of my ability. When the burden of resentment has been lifted, I invite you to look at yourself with eyes of recognition and love. Often at the end of the day, a strict voice inside us speaks up. I didn't do well enough today. I lost my temper again. Or I am so incompetent. We compare ourselves to some distant standard of perfection and hurt ourselves. But my friend, please put down that ruler of perfection. In the eyes of the enlightened ones, cultivation does not require you to become a saint immediately. The only thing life asks of you is sincerity. Imagine a toddler learning to walk. That baby will stumble and fall countless times before standing firm. Do we ever scold the child for falling? No, we cherish every clumsy step. We clap to encourage every time they try to stand up. Your soul is also learning to walk like that, on the path of wisdom and love. You deserve that same tolerance. Do not look only at what you haven't done. Look at the silent efforts no one sees. The moment you chose silence instead of uttering harsh words, the moment you paused to breathe instead of reacting out of habit, or the moment you patiently listened to an angry person. Those are all incredibly precious steps. That is true cultivation in everyday life. Every day that passes is a seed of goodness you have sown into the soil of consciousness. You may not see flowers blooming tonight, but trust that the seed is silently sprouting. No effort is meaningless. So, smile gently and whisper to yourself, "Today, I have practiced to the best of my ability." As long as you have tried your best within your current capacity and awareness, that is already a complete achievement. Sleep well in that belief. Reminder 5. Everything changes, and that is normal. When the mind has settled in self-acceptance, let us expand our vision to receive another great truth of the universe. It is the reminder that everything changes, and that is perfectly normal. My dear friend, we often feel insecure and afraid when life fluctuates. We want joy to stay forever. We fear sadness will last eternally, and we try to cling to what is familiar. But the true nature of this life is impermanence. Nothing stands still. Joy comes and goes. Sadness is born and will also vanish. Success or failure, reunion or separation, all follow the law of coming and going naturally, like the breath of heaven and earth. Imagine your life like a river diligently flowing to the sea, not a rock standing still for 1,000 years. The water must flow to be fresh and full of life. If we try to build a dam to stop the river, to keep a certain moment for fear of loss, we only create stagnation and suffering for ourselves. Change is not the enemy. It is the essence of life. When you understand and accept impermanence, a huge burden will be lifted from your shoulders. You will no longer be terrified of tomorrow's changes. You learn how to loosen your clenched hands to float along the flow arranged by destiny. Tonight, if there are still ripples of anxiety about the future in your heart, view them as clouds drifting across the sky of your mind. The sky is vast and still, while clouds come and go, gathering and dispersing. Do not chase the clouds. Reside as the sky. Let those worries drift away gently. Impermanence reminds us that all current difficulties are only temporary. Darkness will give way to light. Trust the flow and let your soul rest in this absolute serenity. Reminder 6. May all beings be safe, peaceful, and free. We have reached the final reminder, also the most beautiful and resonant note to close the symphony of the evening. After healing ourselves, it is time to expand our hearts infinitely, to connect with the entire universe through the energy of compassion. My dear friend, true peace is not just stillness in a private oasis, but a vibration in harmony with all beings. Tonight, before falling asleep, practice sending out good thoughts. Start with yourself, the one who needs love the most. Silently pray for your own safety. Then think of your loved ones sleeping under the same roof or far away, sending them the warmth of protection. And now, try to take a courageous step of the soul. Think of even those who have hurt you, those you find difficult. Try sending them a little energy of peace, not because they deserve it or not, but because you understand that deep down, they are also struggling in suffering and ignorance. Sending love to them is how you extinguish the last fire of hatred remaining in your heart. Finally, cast the eye of your mind further. Imagine the whole earth being enveloped in a gentle, warm light of compassion. In that light, there is no distinction, no boundary, only the sacred connection of life. Whisper this great prayer: may all beings, large or small, near or far, be safe, peaceful, and free. Compassion is the most magical and softest armor to protect your soul in the dark night. When you enter sleep with a heart full of love, no nightmare can invade, no fear can disturb. You will sleep a deep sleep in the arms of the universe and wake up with a radiant source of regenerative energy. That is the greatest gift of an open heart. My dear friend, we have walked the full journey of this evening through 6 reminders. Please see them as 6 seeds of peace you have just sown with your own hands into the fertile soil of your consciousness. They are the seed of letting go of the past, the seed of gratitude for the present, the seed of healing forgiveness, the seed of self-recognition, the seed of wisdom accepting impermanence, and the great seed of compassion connecting all species. If you patiently water them with practice every night, those seeds will silently sprout and grow strong. They will bloom into habits of peace, sheltering your soul from all future storms of life. But that is a story for the future. For right now, your task is complete. Allow yourself to sink deep into sleep with a solid belief that you have done enough, you have tried your best, and you yourself, right here, are already a wonderful wholeness. There is nothing left to worry about, nothing left to hold on to. Relax your hands, relax your forehead, and let your body rest completely. Now take one last deep breath in. Feel the stillness and gentle light spreading throughout your body. And as you exhale, let this prayer gently carry you into a good sleep. May you and all beings be safe, peaceful, and free. Good night and sweet dreams. Goodbye, and see you again.